NBA on 2K Sports. It's Chicago facing Brooklyn.
I'm broadcasting on YouTube.
And it's Chicago to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Jimmy Butler is out there with Boozer. Then there's Noah. Then it's Robinson. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Curry.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Harden's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Brooklyn. On defense, Brooklyn. Robinson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Davis. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Curry kicks to James. There's the dish to Davis. He feeds it to O'Neal.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from O'Neal.
That is so garbage at the line.
And he can't hit the second. Here's Chicago. It's a three-point game. Bellinelli passes to Robinson. Outside Butler. Pass to Boozer. No luck. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Brooklyn on defense. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Robinson goes in, busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
That's right. You got it.
And
he was ultra safe with that dunk.
D. Rose
no reason not to be.
Guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Now, here is Robinson.
It's Boozer.
Noah trying to get open.
Noah.
Here's Boozer. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance.
Davis. Chicago grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
You did a noble decision.
Butler kicks to
for
Boozer.
somebody that wasn't worth it. You feel me?
Pass to Noah. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Robinson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Of course.
That's not a sight you see very often.
He
has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
You're not supposed to?
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense.
You held somebody there.
Tonight.
Chicago trails by 3.
And the minute ain't real right. And then he ain't trying to give you your...
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the rejection by LeBron. To the middle. On the wing, Harden. 16 feet away. Boozer with the rebound. So it's Chicago now.
Yeah.
And the pass to Bellinelli.
Not saying that, you know.
Three-pointer.
It ain't good, but just be happy. Another for 50, you know?
Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Harden on the wing. Here's Shaq. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I
think
we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense
right?
from the interior today.
Here's Bellinelli.
And then you probably even more scared because
gets the layup. Bellinelli's got his second basket.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside.
But it shouldn't be no kind of way.
He made it look easy that time.
Was yours
now
is yours.
Davis. The jump hook and off the left side of the rim.
Was yours is yours.
In for him.
So regardless
Davis
of you sitting on 5 racks,
Chicago
20
trails
guys,
by
20 million, you
guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
He ain't no real nigga.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Chicago also making some changes. Muhammad, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Boozer. And it's Marcus Teague in for Bellinelli. Now here's Pippen.
In it.
He dishes it to Bosch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Bosch has got his first 2 points.
I think he's in
Here's Chicago. They trail by 6.
No, he's not in there. That's Whiteside.
Outside Teague.
This dude Whiteside is a beast.
Outside Robinson. And again, no good by
Chicago.
Chicago.
He's literally a beast in this.
Now. Wade drives in. Bosch with it. Robinson picks him up.
I can't speak about those.
And again, it's Chris
I
Bosch.
could just talk about this.
Bosch has got his second bucket of the
night.
night.
I'm saying I got those games also, but
and it's paid dividends.
Damn.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Butler. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
He's a
Gibson the
regular
screen.
current player. He's an 81.
Robinson can't get that one to fall.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Come on, man.
Pippen against Muhammad.
Right there, right there. And one. Come on, Bosch. Really?
It's his first trip to the line.
I can't wait till these.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on that one.
Oh, man. I just need some better Heat players, that's all.
He hits the second from the line. Chicago trails by 9. And here is Teague. Gibson the screen. Teague kicks to Robinson.
Come on,
that's good. And so Teague with the assist. 6 points for Robinson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
1 second left. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What you think about
it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Jimmy Butler. Taj Gibson is out there with them. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's
I was looking at the stats from
Chicago trails by 8.
Phoenix played Golden State.
Kicks it to Gibson.
That boy Brandon Jennings was playing like he had a chip on his shoulder.
Tang against Butler. Bellinelli with the 3. Chris Bosch with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yo, that nigga hit 7 threes in the game.
By his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciates it.
And he bopped Klay Thompson.
All going up court. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Bellinelli.
Clearly, he's one of the best there
Brandon
is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Brandon Knight. Yeah, 7 threes.
On the wing, Harden.
Yeah, I like him. Oh, right there.
Dishes it to Bosch. And a strong
finish
with 2 hands.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Sometimes
Brooklyn leading by 6. Curry kicks to Durant. And that one is back out.
KD.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It don't make
Butler dishes to Noah. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. Brooklyn making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Chris Bosch. And Anthony Davis is subbed in for Luol Deng. And Chicago also making a switch. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Teague. Now Butler. James Harden missing on the 3. Passes to Gibson. He kicks to Bellinelli.
I don't care.
To the middle.
his family
so
didn't do it. He did.
Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Exactly.
For Chicago, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Exactly.
A free throw good from Boozer.
He did it.
Brooklyn making some changes. LeBron, he's checked in for Durant, and Cole subbed in for Steph Curry. Robinson's checked in for Chicago.
Ooh, nice.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here is Robinson after the basket by Brooklyn.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And Davis throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Noah kicks to Butler. There's a screen by Robinson. Bellinelli passes to Boozer. The feed to Robinson from outside the arc. And it's Robinson again missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Here's Bellinelli. Noah with a screen on Harden. 6 on the shot clock.
I'm looking at it like
nobody around.
Come on.
And Davis sends it back.
And the way I'm looking at it, like,
and here's a fast break. Davis
move.
leading the way. They grab their own miss. LeBron kicks to Cole. 3-pointer. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Wade, he's checked in for James Harden. And Chicago also making a switch. Muhammad's checked in. Robinson drives in. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Shot's good by Boozer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him.
That's all they
and
got,
when he's got that much room, forget about it.
What he said, he did. What you call it?
Davis inside. He's covered by Boozer. And it's Davis with the jam.
How about that? Breaking
I'd have
out the
hit them up in the
Statue
corner.
of Liberty on that
Yeah, I'm like,
nice
see, now
way
you
to
make,
pad that lead a little more.
now you want to play this game. Now I'm
Deflects
taking
the
all your
pass.
money now.
It's
You
stolen
feel
by
what I'm
Davis.
saying?
Ahead, here's Wade. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all
I'm
cylinders
taking
at
all your
either end,
bread.
steals,
Like,
fast break
now,
buckets,
was that really
and the
called
other
for?
team scrambling to find its
No.
game.
Great point. I mean, that
All you
aggression
had to
has
do
allowed
is
them
give
to
him
just
mine and
create a
call
lot
it
of
a day.
havoc.
You feel me?
And boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Bellinelli
But
to the inside.
you
Outside
want
for
to make it
Robinson.
hot.
Poke loose.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Outside Butler.
Oh,
And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 14. Here's Wade. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Wade's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
They set the screen. Screen by Boozer. Robinson kicks to Boozer. Clock at 4. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds.
This boy
no
knows
rings, and
Cole
they've
is
controlled the
jacking.
boards, and that's what's
From the
giving
3.
them control of this game.
Chicago trails by 19.
I think I got me a little unsung hero.
Now here is Robinson. 6 points for him. Here's Boozer. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so a pretty lopsided game.
This one is over.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He's got 10 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Curry is out there with Harden. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's O'Neal. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Harden's gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far.
I still didn't get Penny Hardaway yet, G.
Robinson against Curry. That's a 2 from Butler.
Nah, I'm going to get him.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit.
Who?
You don't get many looks better.
Who you think you talking to, B?
Butler covering. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Nigga, I got it down.
3 on 3. Here's Robinson. It's blocked by Shaq.
I gotta let
It's been
you
a
know.
cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Harden kicks to James. Davis
Right
dishes
there.
to James.
Oh, this is a mismatch.
Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Curry with the 3.
Whoa,
Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 5th rebound in this
card
one.
is trash.
Robinson kicks to Bellinelli. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bellinelli's got 6.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And the first timeout called in the game for Brooklyn.
Shit, I got 1,005 cards
right now.
dude.
Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Whiteside's checked in for Brooklyn. Pippen comes in for James. And Chicago also making a switch. Taj Gibson's checked in for Carlos Boozer. Here's Whiteside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Robinson against Curry. Robinson kicks to Gibson. Outside Butler. Noah with a screen on Curry. Robinson against Curry. Releases. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chris Bosh is checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 23. Deflects the pass. Butler with the steal. Outside, Bellinelli, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Man. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night. It's Curry with the drive. Bosh against Gibson. Bosh kicks to Curry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Robinson passes to Gibson. Here's Butler. And too long on the shot.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but
I want the French Blues.
I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Outside Robinson, and Gibson kicks to Butler. There's the screen, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. The rebound by Pippen.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Bosh drives in. Outside Pippen. Curry kicks to Durant. The shot is off.
Come
Great
on,
defense
Durant.
that time from Noah. Durant's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Robinson dishes to Bellinelli. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Whiteside. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And Butler sends it back. Durant against Robinson. Left side, Gibson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Robinson against Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
I'm missing everything.
Brooklyn leading by 18. 1:16 left in the third.
There we go.
And again,
What?
no good by Brooklyn.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Pippen. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And the jam by Whiteside.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Brooklyn making some changes. Luol Deng is checked in for Whiteside. Wade comes in for Pippen. And it's Dragic in for Steph Curry. Boozer, he's checked in for
That's
Chicago.
Great. What?
Gibson with the steal. Robinson goes in. Cannot hit.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And it's Wade. What time on the assist by Deng. And that's now 6 points for Wade. Chicago trails by 20.
This is ridiculous. Like
Robinson with it. 8 points for him.
straight hype. And it's a hype beast. It's a flop. I'm ready to put him on the market.
Gibson the screen. Outside Boozer. Just 3 on the clock. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one.
Curry? Huh?
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
Nah, I was ready to. I'm about to give him a pink slip. But I'm going to get
Here's
this
Chicago.
penny.
So for Chicago right now,
Get this penny.
we got Taj Gibson. Boozer is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Nate Robinson.
About 2K
And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position.
2K17 will be out.
On both the scoreboard. No doubt that is within
I don't even play it like
I would hope
I don't
so.
even
He's a
play it
pro.
like
It was
that.
only a one-footer. Come on now.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What up,
Yeah, I don't.
So it's Chicago
I don't
now.
even play like
After the
that.
basket by Brooklyn.
Bless you.
Robinson for 3. Count the
I see
bucket.
you, Dabbing.
They're simply
Ugh.
living and dying from behind the arc
Think
in
I'm
the
a
second
dad.
half. And I don't think that's the way to go here.
Oh,
They're
my
trailing.
God.
The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
And here's Harden following the 3 from Nate Robinson. It's Harden with the drive, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
I got lucky for that.
Here's Bellinelli,
Where?
guarded by Harden.
Where?
Outside Robinson to the
So,
inside.
wow, I'm
Shot
gonna be
clock at
oh my
5.
God.
Shots
I'm
good
gonna
by
be at
Gibson.
what?
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Yeah. Because of traffic.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Rush hour
Steph Curry's
traffic.
checked in for Goran Dragic. Joakim Noah is checked
No,
in
I'm
for
saying you
Chicago.
coming from the east, though.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Shaq passes to
Understood.
Harden. Feeds it to Davis.
You see what I'm saying?
Harden outside.
Uh-oh, Harden. Oh, got him. And
And a
one?
foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2
Yeah, I
right here.
understand. It ain't no
Harden, job doing it all. He's got 14 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
That's good.
Harden hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this league.
Now here's Butler.
Who?
Screen by Boozer.
I know it's more simpler, but why would you go for the simple stuff?
And no good as it rattles out. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Robinson
he's turning over the ball. I'm about to sell him for the 100K.
Here's LeBron, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's 90, Robinson. I think he had 93. This one they cut, and he was complete trash.
Curry with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Here's Harden. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Because you know what I was trying to do, right?
James Harden.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run.
He stepped his game up.
Right there why he does.
Here's Bellinelli. There's a screen by Robinson. Bellinelli dishes to Robinson. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Now here's Harden. Down low. Got a piece of it.
Really, Shaq?
Right side, Butler. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
At the line.
And he makes the first. Brooklyn making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Shaq. Pippen comes in for James. And Cole subbed in for Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Muhammad, he's checked in for Noah. Malcolm Thomas comes in for Butler. Hamilton's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Marcus Teague in for Nate Robinson.
You want to flip packs with your
Chicago calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together and figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Shaq's checked in for Whiteside. Durant comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Curry subbed in for Cole. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Muhammad. Butler comes in for Malcolm Thomas. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Hamilton.
What is
Robinson is subbed in for T.
Fellas, that
two-hand monster
slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Giving niggas pink slips.
And Bellinelli kicks it to Noah.
Foul. Shaquille O'Neal. That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, they are.
At the line. Joakim Noah. 2 shots.
You think if they would have teamed up together to fight Payne, they would have won?
That free throw missing. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Whiteside's checked in for Shaq. Bang comes in for Davis. Wayne Wade's checked in for James Harden. And Cole subbed in for Curry. Chicago also making some changes. Gibson comes in for Carlos Boozer. And it's Teagan for Robinson. No good from Durant.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Nobody even moving.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. And all around.
Yeah, it was like when the computer's open.
Thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and
it's like
made
when the
it
computer's open.
No contest.
Yeah, I like
they
that.
can make you stop.
I mean,
Thank you. About time I got a green bean.
Just how dominant a game this was for Davis.
I can't get
you have to
nothing
love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many more.
Here's Noah. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Noah the screen. Butler goes in. Back to Noah. Here's Gibson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Niggas pulling Diamond
this
Kobe.
run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Kobe.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give him credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Here is Whiteside. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Jamal Crawford.
And Brooklyn making a change here.
Dragic
Dragic is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Muhammad's checked in. And Chicago has possession. Here's Butler. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Outside Dang. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. But they get it back. Whiteside. The shot is off.
Come on, Whiteside. Really?
Now T.
Oh.
He feeds it to Bellinelli.
He probably was
Here's Muhammad. They get it again. Gibson passes to Muhammad. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game.
Well, tailwind. See what he's talking about. I know. Davis went ham. Davis went ham nuts. He was laughing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh damn, I started another game. I didn't get a chance to check. I know the next 150 cards I'm supposed to get a couple of double-digit thousand MC, but I know after that it's a penny drop. Straight entry up soccer goal.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. We'll see Brooklyn and Chicago. And in Chicago to start out, here are the starters for Brooklyn. LeBron James is out there with Davis. Then it's Harden. Then it's Curry. And it's Shaq in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here's Curry. following the shot by Nate Robinson. And stolen by Butler. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Noah's got the ball. Dishes it to Boozer. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside Robinson. Down low. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's LeBron. And Boozer with the block. And he's able to get it back. Curry kicks to O'Neal. In the corner. Harden.
Mismatch.
No good from outside.
Oh my God. This
on defense,
They're
Brooklyn.
already starting to ride New Jersey show.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Bellinelli.
Already
Butler's
starting to
got
ride
the
New
scoreboard
Jersey
going
show.
with his first points of the night for Chicago.
Today is jerking.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Robinson.
Come on, Shaq.
They double team Curry. Down
Ooh,
low.
nice fade.
O'Neal. And the rebound goes to Boozer.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that.
Boy.
That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Noah. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That's good from O'Neal.
Shaq hit a good. Oh yeah, that's 2K. This game is fake.
Both good from the
Shaq
line
hit a
that
green
time.
bean at the free throw line.
Brooklyn on defense.
You know Shaq don't make those.
Robinson up top,
Oh,
guarded
you
by
take
Curry.
that.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
To the middle. It's
Ooh, you
deflected.
take that again.
Curry with
Let's
the steal.
go.
He kicks to Harden. That is good.
Go.
Harden's got his second basket. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Brooklyn.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Curry. Nate Robinson making his last shot. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
This is crazy.
Boozer against Harden. Tries again. Boozer gets the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Oh, team want to recruit Q?
LeBron up top, defended by Butler. Curry passes to Davis. The 3 ball. The rebound by Noah. Chicago leading. Robinson kicks to Boozer. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. LeBron with the ball. Harden can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Robinson kicks it to Noah. Butler at the elbow. Poked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Whiteside's checked in for Brooklyn. And Chicago has possession. Outside Robinson.
That's what he said on the chat?
Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by
Good
Curry.
block, Curry.
They recover it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago making a switch here. Teague's checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anthony Davis. Durant comes in for LeBron. Wayne Wade's checked in for James Harden. And it's Dragic in for Curry.
And
He's taking the Naruto serious, huh?
At least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Noah. Durant hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Teague dishes to Gibson. Passes to Bellinelli. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside Durant. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Brooklyn shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
It's a slow one right here. They're giving me kind of calm right now. Oh, almost
so
forgot.
It's Brooklyn now. The fader. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
T kicks to Bellinelli. There's the dish to Muhammad. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. And he misses the third.
What? Oh.
There's 1:38 left in the first. Teague against Dragic.
Ooh,
outside for Durant. Fade away. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Okay, I see what this is.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body
I'm
control,
up 2 games with that. That's the 2K cheese.
Body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Pippen's checked in. Now here's Bosch. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gibson with the screen on Dragic. Here's Bellinelli. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And again, Chicago. No good. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. Here's Wade. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
There's the screen. Feeds it to Bellinelli. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Wade outside. Bosch, no one around him. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
That's what's up.
So for Brooklyn now, Anthony Davis is out there with O'Neal. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Harden. And it's Curry in at the 1. Now here is Robinson. He feeds it to Boozer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oh, nah.
Outside Curry. Davis sets a screen. Puts up a 3.
Right there.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They had a strong game on that front, Clark. No doubt about it.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's James.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Robinson's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break and the dunk by O'Neal.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
So it's Chicago now, trailing by 4. Teague against Curry. Teague dishes to Butler. Kicks to Robinson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Robinson again missing. And Brooklyn has possession. To the paint. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Robinson missing again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it.
Oh, good steal.
You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Timeout.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Bellinelli's checked in for Teague. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first hit foul.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Okay.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Why you say
Brooklyn
like
leading by
that?
9. Curry with him. Robinson picks him up. That jam! I mean, just
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Now here is Robinson. Noah the screen. Boozer a screen on Curry. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Off target from 3-point range. Bellinelli's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And Curry, here we go. Harden kicks to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Harden. It's Curry outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Damn.
Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh,
You know,
man,
one aspect
Kyrie
of
is
their
hurt.
play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive,
I
but the
shot a
great
three from
offenses
deep.
have it, and that's
Now
just
he's hurt.
what they've shown here tonight.
Butler, here's Boozer, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
And you're right, Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Some changes for Chicago. Muhammad comes in for Joakim Noah. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Boozer. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Whiteside's checked in for Shaq. Wash comes in for Davis. Wade is checked in for James Harden. And it's Dragic in for Steph Curry. And that one's good. Durant.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50%
Oh, I can't wait
in
to
terms of field goal percentage.
join the dream
They're on a
team.
roll.
Now here is Robinson.
Ooh.
And Whiteside sends it back. They retain possession. Dragic with it. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Bosch the screen, and it's Dragic off the drive. Bosch passes to Durant. Oh, Chicago trying for it, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. The roll dang is checked in for Kevin Durant.
Wanna be like you. And what happened?
Chicago trails by 14. Here's Robinson.
Destiny.
And that one's good.
Huh?
Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
What are you playing? Naruto?
Dragic dishes to Wade.
Yeah, you be on that.
Shoots a fader. That one.
Come on, Durant.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson misses.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Yeah, clearly he
he
had
be playing Mortal Kombat
position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
I can't read. Cool.
Both free throws good from Wade.
Yeah, I gotta. He
Chicago trails by 14.
See what's up with him.
Now Bellinelli. Gibson the screen. Noah with a screen for Robinson.
What's the messenger?
Robinson can't get that one to fall. And that does it for the first half of play.
Oh, no.
Brooklyn leads by 14.
No, I invited him to the
right
chat. He
here
talked
after
too
the
much.
break for the start of the second half.
He was begging.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Too.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort
wide.
of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
They've got Jimmy Butler.
I'm like, I waited this long for that.
Then it's Robinson, and it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's James. He has 5, 4 on the shot clock. It's Curry outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago trails by 12. Noah the screen to the paint. Here's Boozer, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Harden on the wing. And Curry, here we go. Kicks it out to James. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second.
All right, I'm letting my joint charge up anyway.
And if you're just joining us, we'll play over a minute here in the third. Pass to Butler. And it's Boozer. It's out the key. Back to Butler. For 3. That is good. Butler's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
"13 feet away, and it's Chicago scoring again.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Harden with it. Butler covering. It's tipped. Stolen by Noah. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Chicago trails by 7. Chicago calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Harden. The shot by Bellinelli, no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. The feed to Curry. Puts up a 3. Carlos Boozer pulls it in. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Inside, here's James.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Moment here now for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Well, guys, the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn let me know the status. He told me that it doesn't look too serious.
Well, thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy. Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor. Well, James Harden has simply been getting it done. He's got 10 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Brooklyn leading by 8. And Curry, here we go. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
So it's Chicago now. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Robinson, and Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
And Chicago has possession after LeBron James hitting the 3. Bellinelli, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's LeBron, hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Chicago trails by 13. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And then for Brooklyn, Durant's checked in for James. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for James Harden. 1:32 left in the third. Here's Bellinelli. Wade is covering Noah. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Noah hits them both. Brooklyn leading by 11. There's the pass to Durant. Back to Wade. Outside for Durant. Shoots the 3. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Gibson. And Chicago has possession. Robinson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Noah with a screen on Curry. Robinson drives in. Noah wide open. That doesn't go either for Noah.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Wade. And it's 7 points for Steph Curry.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Bellinelli's gone 4 of 8 from the floor, 50% on the night. It's Curry with the drive, and Davis throws it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Noah kicks to Bellinelli. Takes the three. Another three for Chicago.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Dishes to Durant. There's the triple. No luck. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn ahead.
Sounds go off when I enter the building.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Chris Bosh is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Harden. And it's Cole in at the one spot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
James, the pass to Harden. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Butler on the wing. Fires from the corner, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his 6th assist on the night. Butler against James. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Chicago trails by 10. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Robinson with it. He's picked up by James. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Chicago calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Butler dishes to Gibson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
At the line, Taj Gibson.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Brooklyn. He dishes it to Harden. Harden missing
I'm
again.
not making
Clear
nothing.
look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Robinson kicks to Bellinelli. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bosh has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Harden with it. Butler covering. Harden kicks to James. Just 5 to shoot. Whiteside, the pass to Bosh. Fast fast break. Here comes Chicago. Robinson's got the ball. And here is LeBron. Harden, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
And there's the call on Bosh. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Shaq's checked in for Brooklyn. Dang comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
James against Butler. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. Curry comes in for Goran Dragic. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Robinson. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Curry. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Curry with the steal. James dishes to Davis. And Butler sends it back. Here's Bellinelli. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets a very good look and converts.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Harden outside. On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Curry. Now here is Robinson. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Bellinelli for 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
What a game we've seen here for O'Neal. 10 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Chicago. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 14. 1:16 left in the game. And again, Chicago, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Brooklyn.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him, too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for James Harden. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 16. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Chris Bosh is checked in for Brooklyn. There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Boozer, and it's D. Wade with the rebound. Brooklyn in control. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Dang kicks to Bosch. Dang passes to Cole. Wade with it. The kick out to Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. And Brooklyn leads by 18. Hamilton against Wade. Free throw line jump shot. But they recover it. T kicks to Boozer. And Gibson, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pippen dishes to Dang. Pass to Cole. Here's Wade. Great D that time from Gibson. Now T. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing.
Jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Scott to New York, like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. Say, lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, Hacienda saying, Vegas saying, Rio saying, Tokyo saying, Down Under saying, Miami saying, Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Tell them where I'm at, from the plaque to the everything fat, got muzzled on a track. My girls all stacked. When I roll down the window, let me know where you at. Atlanta, North, South, Kekalak, Texas, Grill, Cadillacs, through Miami, then back to London, Jamaica, then France. The whole world took effect to fart. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, getting with the business when I come from Kansas City. Hit Manila till it's Christmas out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this wizard? Bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, Moscow saying, España, Kingston saying, San Diego saying, Shutdown saying, Germany saying, La Puente saying, Ibiza. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Got the people saying, Amsterdam saying, Frisco saying, Switzerland saying, Sao Paulo saying, Joburg saying, Mexico saying, Stockholm saying, Jamaica. Feel whatever you like to like it. Yes, you can join us. We like to love it. We like to love it. We like to love it.
Peace.